I grew up in Staten Island, New York with my parents, and throughout that experience, throughout the religious education, there was a lot of community service. So at a young age, I was involved in kind of selfless community acts. Beyond my choosing, it was kind of just what I grew up with. A large passion of mine is producing sustainable food and doing it affordably so. I started studying environmental studies and got interested in studying what a sustainable food system is to tackle this crossroads that is food. Kind of throughout all this, my studies at school up until now, I've been feeding myself mainly through dumpster diving, going to grocery stores and drugstores, taking advantage of their excess. One aspect of growing up was my parents are very resourceful. My father and my grandfather were dumpster divers, but for electronics and household goods, driving around. And I think that imbued in me a sense that, you don't always need to pay for things. Things can come into your life from places other than stores.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's a food processor.
Wow.
Oh man, I kind of need one of these. Other than the package has some egg on it. We're definitely gonna take that. Don't let me forget that.
You can find a very complete diet in the dumpsters or in garbage that different stores put out. You can find, I eat very healthy. I haven't been sick in years.
More peppers. I took a lot of peppers. It's actually fish, but it's pretty cold. It doesn't look too hot, but.
Cooking your own food is vital, I think, to one's own health if they have the time, because you know exactly what you're consuming, and you're getting more in touch with your food.
And you got chickens there?
We got the chickens. Feed them a lot of stuff we find. I found sunflower seeds the other day and they were tasting kind of off, but the chickens love them. And we got 7 chickens total.
And this is in the middle of Brooklyn.
These are some urban chickens right here. Some urban fowl. Pigeons got to run for their money.
I've successfully done this in pretty much like everywhere I've lived the past few years. I lived in Chicago and found my spots, and I lived in Colorado in the Rockies. That was probably the hardest place, but I managed. Mostly Rite Aids out there.
The other day I found turmeric and I planted it. Hopefully it grows. Pretty awesome. Turmeric is a rhizome, like ginger. It's not actually a root. People call it ginger root or turmeric root, but it's a rhizome. It produces root. Soak ginger or turmeric root or rhizome for a few hours and then plant it in some soil. As long as it doesn't freeze, it'll produce a plant and more ginger. I didn't know we were having a barbecue this weekend, so usually everyone that knows me knows I do this, so they know that any food they accept from me is going to probably be from the dumpster. But
that's a good amount of vegetables, some protein. It's pretty, and it's, I found some good fat, some butter. I usually find coconut oil and olive oil. It's pretty crazy how things work out. On to the next site.
I just give myself a certain amount of money a month and don't go over that. I have a max of $100 for groceries and eating out, and I don't always hit that every month. I've gone months without spending any money on food at all. Another major aspect to my budgeting is the fact that I have student loans. I think it's a huge problem for the millennial generation. Student loans, dealing with that, planning ahead. I know that our generation is not having families as soon, not buying houses as soon. It's having a real impact on how we operate in this economy. One way that people can be more sustainable in their lives on a very basic level is to reconceive how they consume, understand what going out to the store and buying something new does to them. A lot of people are in this cycle of buying because it does something to them hormonally. It excites them to get something new, to fill a void. If you look at that whole situation, you'll realize that void is endless. Reanalyze the joys you get from consumption and understand the impact of overconsumption. And if you're bored, going to the store and buying something new as something to do. Pick up an instrument, play music, go for an experience. Seek human connection, because that's truly valuable, and that will connect you to the environmental concerns we have. It'll connect you to the global community, because now you're caring about how others are doing. Develop your empathy and connect with your fellow human.
I gotta clean my car pretty often.
Can you explain your mustache? Why did you choose? It's nice, I like it. What inspired you?
Yeah, my mustache is not waxed right now, so it's kind of doing its own thing. I think I would look 16 years old if I didn't have any facial hair. So it's one of those things that I just got going on, and it happened years ago, and it might be gone tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you got it.